Okay. Hi everyone, my name is Julie Maldonado, and today I'll be presenting on using LLMs to develop project requirements. Project managers spend a big amount of time gathering, refining, and documenting requirements. In this presentation, I'll show how modern AI tools, specifically large language models, can help speed up and improve that process. Before diving into AI, I want to quickly reiterate why requirements matter. Requirements define the scope, objectives, expectations, and the success criteria of any project. When requirements are unclear or incomplete, it leads to really common problems like scope creep, project delays, cost overruns, and unhappy stakeholders. In fact, the Project Management Institute actually found in its 2014 Pulse of the Profession study that inaccurate requirements gathering was a top cause of project failure, responsible for 37% of failures. Sorry. So this is an area where any efficiency gains or quality improvements can have a major impact. Now, what exactly are LLMs? LLMs, or large language models, are AI models trained on massive amounts of text. Examples include ChatGPT, Gemini, and DeepSeek. So their strengths align really well with project management tasks because they generate natural language, recognize patterns, summarize and organize information, and classify or rewrite content. Because requirements work is so text heavy, AI becomes incredibly useful. And the best part is that you don't need coding experience to use these tools effectively. Simple prompts are enough. So LLMs can support requirement developments in several key ways. First, idea generation. If you give the model a short description of your project, it can produce a strong initial draft of functional and non-functional requirements. Second, refinement. You can take vague stakeholder statements and ask the LLM to write them as clear, measurable, smart requirements. Third, formatting. LLMs can turn raw notes into organized lists, matrices, or user stories. Fourth, gap analysis. You can ask what's missing, and the AI will suggest additional requirements. And finally, translation. The model can rewrite technical details into business-friendly language, or the other way around. To show what this looks like, here's an example prompt I use. Generate 10 functional and 5 non-functional requirements for an app that allows users to book fitness classes. The LLM produced a clear, the LLM produced a clear, organized list. It gave good baselines, but still needed more human refinement to be complete. Strengths included clear functional versus non-functional structure. It covered full user flow with realistic features and gave NFRs are measurable. But the output isn't always perfect, and there are a few there were a few gaps that include some requirements needing more detail, business rules and admin requirements were missing, and the security and reliability sections were a bit generic. So LLM is a great starting point, but human refinement is still necessary. I also included tips for better prompting, such as being specific, asking for a format, and including constraints. One of the most powerful uses of LLMs is converting requirements into agile-friendly user stories. You can simply paste a requirement and ask the model to rewrite it using the standard structure. As a role, I want feature, so that benefit. For example, the requirement is users must view upcoming fitness classes. The user story comes out as a user, I want to browse available fitness classes so I can plan my workouts. This helps bridge the gap between high-level requirements and agile planning. LLMs can also generate acceptance criteria, which is essential for testability. Using Gherkin's given when then format, the model can produce scenarios like given the user's logged in, when they select the class with available spots and tap book, then the system confirms the booking and adds it to their schedule. This accelerates testing prep and ensures your user stories are actually actionable. So, like any tool, LLM comes with benefits and limitations. The benefits are faster requirement creation, fewer ambiguities, great for brainstorming, and converts messy stakeholder notes into clean structure. However, the limitations include AI can hallucinate or make incorrect assumptions, it still requires human review. Output quality depends heavily on your prompt, and you must be cautious with confidential project data. So these tools shouldn't replace human judgment, they should just augment it. So to wrap up, AI isn't replacing project managers, it's simply enhancing their abilities. LLMs help us work faster and more accurately, and they're extremely useful in early project stages when requirements are still forming. So if you haven't tried using AI for requirement work yet, I definitely recommend giving it a try as it could boost productivity. Thank you.